Calm down, Woody. We're your friends. Shut up, Buzz. I'll kill you.
Hi guys. Sorry, I didn't notice you there. I was reading my book.
I actually have a book too. It's red.
Yeah, but my book's a bit interesting.
Did you know that, audience? JJ, one of the hosts of the show, and me, Ryan, the host of this BadTakeDelete show that you're watching right now.
Yeah, not a podcast.
Exciting?
We're fucking tracking you cocksuckers
Not a
down.
podcast.
We know you're saying it. We know you're out there.
We know you're saying it. We'll find you. We'll definitely kill you.
We'll definitely kill you.
On this 25th anniversary special. It's not 25 years. It's just the 25th episode.
Same thing.
25 episodes. 6 months we've been doing this, basically. On like the 13th, it'll be 6 months.
It really
Scary
has
to
been
talk
crazy
about,
because like time has flown by. I feel like this is still brand new, but we've gone so far. We've had, we've had celebrity guests. We had David Cross on the last week. We have movie deals. I think
Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
Himself.
Batman was there.
Yeah, even though everyone knows his secret identity, I don't know why he calls him that.
Did we confirm the Prime sponsorship yet, or is that still?
Logan Paul won't get back with us ever since he saw one of us drink Monster one time 6 years ago.
It was probably when I started shooting up his house.
Actually, he was in for that. He was like, "That's good for Prime. Do it again, but do it on camera."
Make sure you get a dead body. I don't know why that's Logan Paul's voice.
Sure dead body.
But welcome back.
But the 25th episode, we'll be answering some fan questions because we got a lot of them. We got a lot of good ones, and we like hearing back from the fans. We want to keep them in the loop.
We like to try new things here, guys.
Because in these past 6 months, we've updated models, we've updated softwares, we even got monetized.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Now we make money off your backs.
$3. Daniel Santiago. Oh, we got to mention that. Daniel Santiago is the number one fan of this show.
The number one.
Always see him in the comments immediately. And we confirmed he was real. We thought he was a robot. So he says, the ending of Attack on Titan, guys. Didn't see it.
So true. So true. The ending of Evangelion. Yeah. Fuck. The ending of the Titans.
It's supposed to be Attack on Titan.
We are the Titans. Denzel Washington.
We are the
that
Titans.
movie fucking made me sad, man. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Football movie. We are Titans, or we are the Titans, like Hercules.
We are farmers.
Which one is it? We are farmers.
Bum. So to answer your question, yes.
Yeah, I guess we saw it. Okay. Strategic Lemon. Games you're looking forward to this next year. The difficult thing is I don't really pay attention to video game releases, except for Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm excited for the next one. He's on a beach in America. What is he doing there? What is the Yakuza man doing?
Beaching.
I'm excited. Are you excited for this?
I have not played them. I have been staring at Yakuza 0 on my PC, and I've been staring at Yakuza 1 for PlayStation 2 that I picked up at random. And I just need to put one in.
Oh, I actually have it installed on my Steam Deck. I still need to play it. But you know what just happened with the Steam Deck?
What?
There's an OLED version coming out. It has, let me check. It has better battery life.
Oh my god.
Brighter screen, slightly better CPU, better storage options. Like it's a nice upgrade. Not even, you still buy the old one.
They're really going down the fucking Nintendo Switch lineage of shit.
Yeah.
Really? Just all right. Power to them. I can't wait till they have the fucking the Wii.
The Steam Deck Lite.
Yeah. Oh no doubt.
Actually, that'd be nice.
Steam Deck Lite.
Okay, so what games are you looking forward to this year, next year?
Well, I don't really play too many newer games. Mario was the last game I bought that came out this year.
Do you want to like specify the Mario? There's like a ton of Marios. Like which one?
I've been binging Mario Wonder. That game's fucking awesome. It's amazing. But games.
Can you say binging for games?
I guess. For me,
I thought that was like a movie thing.
Maybe it's not a normal human thing, but for me, I have a hard time like normally playing a game from beginning to end. I'll normally lose interest in it and then pick it up again later.
Really?
And yeah, it's just like I play checkers with all these different games, but with Mario, I was able to like focus. I don't know. Maybe it's undiagnosed, but it was a fun game.
I've recently been playing the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart because my good friend JJ over here, this guy over here, watched someone else buy it for me.
This fucking guy.
No, he bought it for me. It looks gorgeous on the PC, and it was on discount. That's what matters the most.
Was it on discount?
It was on discount. It's usually like $60, and it was like $48.
Oh wow! Thank you, Steam.
Thank you, Steam, for that. Usually they go like $30, or like.
But not when it's your birthday.
Like
when it's your birthday, we get that 48. Got to keep it consistent.
But I played those games when I was younger, and I was trying to not play as much at the same time. I'm like, okay, I beat this section or beat this level. I'm on break now. I'm gonna go do something else. Because I don't want to... I've seen people rush through the new Spider-Man game in like less than 2 days or whatever. And it's like, I want to enjoy this game. I want to sit down, play it, not get tired, and go do something else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was for me with the Mario. But to answer the guy's question, I guess the only game I can think of I'm excited for isn't really next year. It's like next week, and that's going to be the remake for Mario RPG.
That's exciting.
I started playing it a long time ago, couldn't get into it, and now I want to try again.
Is it because it's a SNES game? Could that be it?
Yeah, I also just didn't have the fucking attention span as a kid. I like jumping and hearing Yahoo, but when I jump and it's like a 14 comes up, and then the guy gets his turn and I have to wait through it, I was like, no thanks.
You're like, Bobby, why can't it go right?
Exactly.
Why is this working?
I actually really fell in. The only reason I even tried playing that game as a kid was because I found this YouTube series called. It was like fucking Super Mario RPG Family Guy, and this guy just played through the entire game doing Family Guy voices and cutaways.
Maybe you should mod the new game and.
I would do if anyone watching this remembers that. Please tell me I'm not crazy. If anyone remembers, if you look it up right now, you'll find him singing the Superstar song as Peter Griffin going for like 30 minutes.
I guess as the editor, because I'm editing this thing, if it's here, I'll show up on screen right here.
There it is.
Or maybe not.
There it was.
Ben K122. What is your favorite memes?
I love fucking Damn Daniel. I love.
Damn Daniel.
I'm a big Damn Daniel head. Damn Daniel Deads, as we call them, triple D's.
Triple D's.
Big. I really love My Name is Jeff compilation.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
A great one.
If anyone listens to this and they didn't know what year it was, like if you didn't mention Super Mario Wonder, they would think this is 2016 again.
2016. What do you mean?
Damn Daniel, 2016. It's an old meme.
It's an old meme. I just found the video like when I was waiting for this. What?
You just found it.
I was going crazy about this. I've been sending this to everyone. Are you telling me this is old?
It's still
Dad,
funny,
I'm gonna look like a
Everyone
fool.
still laughs at it.
Oh my God. Jeez. Fuck.
Yes, yeah, can't believe it. Sorry guys, this last episode. I've been liking this. I sent it to every single person. It's this very I'm gonna pull up on screen. It's this very weird meme of like AI Woody.
Oh God.
Singing about how he's gonna kill all his friends.
Yeah, you're finally shoehorning this in. Daft has been talking to me about this fucking video nonstop for like 3 weeks. This has been on his mind for so long. Get it out there. Just get it out there.
So if you remember in the first movie, Sid just mangles him, just mutilates him. And in this one, it's an AI singer with Buzz, Woody, Slinky, Bo, and Andy. They're like, oh, don't kill us. Calm down, Woody. We're your friends. Shut up, Buzz. I'll kill you.
Shut up, Buzz. I'll kill you.
And I've seen it on Twitter where it's like, quote, Toy Story, if you've seen this movie before. And all the quote tweets are like, shut up, Buzz. I'll kill you.
It's the fun. It is, to Daft's credit, it is a fucking goofy video. It's surreal that it exists.
The person rhymes I'll kill you with I'll kill you 3 times in a row.
Lyrical genius.
And it's great. Sorry, pal, but can we make amends? Shut up, Slink. I'll kill you.
You know, this reminds me of the story. A Marine came up to Eminem and he said, can I have your autograph? And Eminem said, shut up, I'll kill you.
And then he did.
And then he did. And it's crazy that he just got away with it. No one talks about this.
Is Kitten. Progress of the animation from day 1 to now, how you develop it further. The thing about what we're doing right here, actually, let's talk about it, because this might be someone's first incarnation of seeing us. We used to use a program called VitoTube. You know, just basically like, you know, like, talking sprites, talking heads, and everything. And I said, well, what if we do character animator? It's Adobe character animator, and it tracks our face. Like, am I moving my face left? I'm moving my face here. Everything else is controlled by our buttons, like our keyboard, except the eyebrows. Unless we do this, we go, oh, that's a button. We can't physically do that with our eyes. But there becomes a limiting threshold of what we can really do. Because first I need to reorganize all the keys to make them like easily able to be done and everything. But then it becomes like, how many hand poses do we really need?
Yeah, I will say,
but we first
it's very interesting what you were able to do, because I'm pulling back the curtain just a little bit. If it's no surprise, I had no part in this when it comes to the visual aspect. This has all been Daft from day 1.
Oh, hello.
And you know, he's able to implement enough that you can emote and stuff. And if you see how this animation looks, you start noticing it elsewhere.
Oh, I'm looking at it. There it is.
You'll start noticing similar animations. Like I've been on TikTok and I was scrolling. I saw an animation that I realized was clearly this.
Yeah.
And it works. It works. Like the thought.
When it comes to long format stuff like this, it's weird there aren't a lot of people trying it out.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
But
as go on,
it's just a very.
You go.
It's not simple as in like anyone can just do it in a day, but
it takes a while.
It's very worth it, because once you have it, it's a very small thing. It's not very technical when it comes to like actually using them once the rigs are done, but
It's hard to break the rules once you make them.
And it's just it adds just that little bit more. There's something to look at when you're watching it.
If I were to develop this further, there's a way to make it like more 3D. Like I'm moving my face a bit slightly and it's hard to see. But the difficult thing is making sure the rig doesn't break, because we have multiple camera angles. When I do close up, there's me talking, and then let's talk to you. Let's go to you. You're close up on you. Oh, it becomes more of a, well, what do we do? Maybe a new podcast member, but we're not a podcast. Maybe a new animated show member.
Yeah.
We'll see how that figures out and everything. Because we streamlined this in a way to make an episode within 3 days. Like, we're not doing this in post. We're not doing all this animation in post. I'd kill myself.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be terrible. But technically, we can say I'm making roughly 20-30 minutes of animation per week. Technically.
Okay.
Technically.
Technically.
This actually gets into another question. Joe Manzan, 2967. How to set up a podcast, which is not what this is. What are good tips? How are you controlling the animations through post editing? We can go into a bit more. We're essentially recording our audio and visuals with this program, and within the program we have it behind a green screen. And so in the program we just key it out. There are other ways to key it out, like having as a .mov file. Premiere doesn't like those, and so we're pressing these keys in real time. We export it, we put in the program timeline. That's fun. I recommend more people do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hide the way we do it. Like, I want more people to do this because it's cool.
Yeah,
But for setting up...
I was just going to say, if you just download Character Animator, it has a couple of pre-done rigs, so you can get, like, a feel of it. And once you get the hang of it, it's not too difficult. It's just a matter of time and effort for the rigs themselves, because you want to make sure everything looks good, melds well. Like, if you go through, like, from day one to now, you can see just how much goes into changing things, to adding emotes that still work, the transitions now, like look at the fucking the hand motions, like how before it used to just be like a snap, but now it's just there's actually like in betweens,
one more frame.
Yeah, and it's that one more frame makes a difference. I really appreciate the technicality of all.
Makes the difference.
Coming from a guy that just does still images.
And I want more people to use this program, because the only frame of reference I have for someone using this is a fucking Stephen Colbert TV show about Trump.
Oh God.
So it's like, oh, this program is by Adobe. Do any TV shows use this? And it's like,
just that one. Everyone's favorite.
That's that one.
I still watch it.
The art style looks nice and the backgrounds look nice.
It's just,
but the subject matter.
Yeah, it looks nice. The characters look nice. It's just like the show part of the show that's not so good. But if you can get past that,
if you just get lobotomy and watch the show and appreciate it.
If you just don't watch it, it's not so bad.
For the rest of it, I can go into this, how to set up a show. What is how to set up a show? The first step is finding someone you actually work well with. When I've tried to make shows like this in the past, I do a test recording before anything is made, before any models are made, and to see if, while we are friends, if conversating in a podcast style or show style would actually be funny or work. Because you can say like, oh, I talk with this friend privately and we think we're funny. It's like, it doesn't convey well. It's weird to say that you might not have chemistry with your friend on a show.
Also, one thing that I've noticed personally is that you can have a really good chemistry with the guy, and maybe like in private or even like just in a regular conversation, like this could be a podcast, this could be really good, and it could be, but there are also people that just don't take this. If you're that guy, don't take it personally. There are people that when they know they're being recorded, they just act completely differently. They just present themselves so weird. And I was that guy too. When I first got started, if you go to podcast appearances of mine, you present yourself a little more flattering. You try to be the funny guy. Maybe you try to be whatever. And it comes off really awkward. It doesn't work. You have to kind of like shed the facade of it.
Do some test recordings.
Yeah.
Like just do some test recordings. Never post them.
No.
Never post them. And then just, what's the best way to put it? When I interviewed Matt Hargreaves of Ed's World, he talked about having to make a lot of shit first before you start getting the good stuff.
Yeah, that's really it. That's the process, right? Everyone listening to this that wants to do anything, start somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't aim for perfection as your first bit, because then like.
Have you seen our first episode?
Oh God.
I didn't. I didn't even watch. I blindly.
I wasn't even there. That was AI.
Number 2 is being consistent, because I'll be vague about it, I suppose. The last show that I ran, it was with 3 hosts and everything. I was the editor. I made the thumbnails, and it was consistent. I said, hey guys, we got to record. Do this day. Do that day. Every single week, we made a video and everything, and it was consistent. If there isn't consistency and if there isn't that sort of, we want to make sure our fans know that we're going to keep making stuff, it becomes difficult. There's a little fun side thing. When that show ended and they started a new show, they didn't make an episode. Not one. Probably wasn't a good idea to fire the person who did everything.
And that person was me.
You know what I mean? It was you. It was actually
I
you
was
the whole
behind
time.
the scenes the entire fucking time.
It's like the first Puss in Boots movie, where the Humpty Dumpty was behind everything.
Which I also animated.
The whole Puss in Boots movie. You can quote him on that.
Yeah.
You can quote him that. All DreamWorks will say, like, JJ did that.
Just ask anyone, and they'll tell you, and they'll shake. They might shake and stutter a little bit, but yeah, they're not supposed to tell you.
Some good tips. I'll give you a good tip right here. You don't have to buy a Blue Yeti anymore. I'm going to show it on screen. There's a nice microphone by Rode that is like $9 cheaper and sounds way better.
Practically free.
Practically free. It's just $100. Very nice. If you have good audio, people will listen. And if you can't afford any program, you can find another way.
I use Audacity myself still to this day. Not to say that
it's a good
yeah,
program.
it's a good jumping block. I mean, it's where I still work on it predominantly, and it's free. It's completely free. It's a really good service. You can learn a lot just from using it. To harp on what you said about mics, it is important to have good quality mics because people want to be able to hear you well. But if you don't have them, you can still just get like a start with whatever you have. Because that's still experience, you know.
The best advice I give to someone, I'm going to look towards the camera. You might think buying a $100 microphone, it is an investment, right? $100, if anything, is investment. And you're saying, well, what if the podcast doesn't work out? Buddy, if you're on Discord and you have a shitty microphone, everyone who has to listen to you will thank you for buying this slightly better one. Like, if anything, if the podcast or anything doesn't work, you have a fucking sweet microphone.
Word.
Dude. It's nice.
That's true.
And you can probably get into voice acting, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, look at me, man.
That's cool.
I got a shitty mic to do fucking
look at him.
One frame meme reads, and now I'm doing multi-frame meme read. Okay, maybe now I'm not the best example, but you know,
You all start from somewhere.
you all start from somewhere, and sometimes you stay somewhere. But you know what? It's okay.
Rob Cod with a 0.
Huh?
I love you guys is a question. They don't know yet. I hope you find out one day. If you love
That's
us,
unfortunate.
don't get too parasocial. We're not
Yeah,
real.
please.
We're not
Can
real
I
people.
highlight this question I'm looking at right now?
Sure.
By Lars from Norway. If
Yeah.
Solid JJ took stool softener, does he become liquid JJ?
The fans need the fucking
I need you
know.
to stay
fans
away
need to know.
from me,
What is it?
from my family, from fucking close ones of mine. Stay away from my house. Stay away from my yard.
They will kill you.
I will fucking hurt you if you were to ask a question like that ever again. I mean it.
We're gonna boogie 298988 you if you show up to his house.
I will hurt you with my fucking long fingers, my crypt keeper fingers.
You haven't seen what he looks like, but he has long fingers and bulging biceps. He's very
Bulging.
tall, bulging.
I stole.
He looks like an evil wizard who lifts.
Yes, that's that's the description we're going with. Evil wizard who lifts. That I don't even know how to translate that.
When his spells don't work, he's still got the muscle.
Amen. I fucking. This guy gets it.
That's why paladins are cool in D&D.
True.
You know what I mean?
True AF. True
Yeah.
AF BRO.
So that was a masterclass example of not being yourself on the podcast.
I was being myself.
True AF. I got a good one right here. I got a good one. Dylan Potter F. What do you guys think of the Marvels? Hasn't released yet.
Yeah, it is.
It
Yeah.
is? Friday?
It came out.
Okay, we'll just make blind speculations. It made less in previews than The Flash did.
Yeah. I'm seeing across the board
Mm-hmm.
that it's not super strong. What people are saying
know what I'm gonna
right
say?
now. Yeah.
It's a Disney Plus watch for me.
Yeah. I am probably gonna watch it though, because but when they had some hope in themselves, they were promoting it to be like this wacky dumb comedy, which I'm all for.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be stupid. It was now that they're trying to shovel down. Have you seen the commercial where it's like every fucking thing from Marvel ever compiled into it, and then
They're like, remember these good movies? This is also a good movie, probably.
remember when you paid money for this? This is the same. It was effectively just jingling keys in front of you, putting their hand out for you to put the money in.
And it worked. I was clapping. I was shitting myself. I was like, oh, happy to bad.
For real, FR, bro. But
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to give them money that I already am not. I'm already paying for Disney Plus. So
I remember. I think there's this AMC discount or something called Marvel Monday, where like if you use the discount, the ticket's only like $238 or something.
That's they're going under.
Would you pay $238?
No, I think that's even worse though. That I know it's $3 and I'm still not gonna go.
Less than $3.
I'm still not interested.
I haven't even seen the newest Loki season. I haven't really seen Secret Invasion. I haven't really been keeping up with Marvel stuff because I was just like, I'm fine. I'm done for
Echo
now.
looks fun though.
I'm full. Yeah, because they're allowing people to get murdered.
Yeah, and they got the team
blood.
from I think they got the writers from Better Call Saul or something like that.
Yes.
So I'm all in.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah, I'm in. Make it a crime drama.
Mackenzie O'Brien, 75, 79. What made you guys get into comics, etc.? Yeah, what forced you? What fucking forced you to get into comics? You can tell us right now.
My grandparents, I guess. They
forced you?
They didn't force me. When I was a kid, they gave me a coloring book that was pretty much just a Spider-Man comic that you drew in.
Oh, hell yeah.
I immediately just fell in love with the character, and then I wanted to go to. They loved flea markets. They were fucking.
Oh, I love
my grandparents were hoarders, dude. They loved that shit, right? They had a garage that you couldn't open.
Yeah,
big ass garage.
That's what garages are for.
Full of shit. But they would take me with them, and besides like Game Boy games and shit, the next best thing for me would be comic books. I would fucking hoard those. My family started realizing that's what I was into, because it was like the first big thing I've been interested in. So that's all they gave me for gifts and shit. I just spiraled from there. I guess the most natural way of doing it.
Do they have any of the very old comics? They grew up on comics when they were younger?
Yeah. I am embarrassingly, and this confuses people when I tell them, I'm very into the old Archie comics. Not like Sonic. I mean like just classic Archie Jughead shit.
No, I love those. Like the old ones are like the weird, stupid ones, like the mysteries, the time traveling, the sci-fi ones.
No, classic old ones. I mean, there's one where where Jughead gets a time machine, and that's
what I'm talking about.
That's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, buddy.
I love that one.
What about when they met the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I haven't read that one.
Spoilers. They meet them.
What? What about you, Dave?
I would say my brother, whom I've never mentioned before in any media ever that I had a brother. Interesting. But also the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. Yeah, that's how not irrelevant to anything we've ever said. You gotta ask relevant questions for me to bring them up.
Yeah, fuck that guy, right?
But it was my brother who got me into the comics, and I have a shit ton of comics. And if you want to listen some lore, some cool lore, the Ultimate Spider-Man series. Remember when Spider-Man fucking obliterated and died and Miles Morales came around? Yeah. I have 3 copies for some reason of the Death of Spider-Man still sealed, and the one where Miles Morales is first introduced, because I was like, this Miles Morales, I think he's going places.
Yeah, you really fucking you really called it there. This
I was really
this brand new Spider-Man, the most popular comic character of all time, might be a popular character. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll definitely pay it off, I'm sure.
Yeah, eventually I'll sell them because fucking it'll be worth money in the future. But at least keep one.
Yeah.
Be like, I have a piece of history.
My mom actually used to hoard. Her ex-boyfriend told her to collect comics because it'd be worth something one day. So when I was in the basement, like when I was in high school, and I tripped on it, and I like was screaming, calling my mom, like, how did you hide this from me? And she's like, oh yeah, you can have them. I don't give a fuck. She had the entire collection of Spawn.
Oh my god.
The original print issues.
Wow.
And then she had the Death of Superman. She had
the Death of Superman?
The Death with the fucking flat with his cape on a stick and everything.
God.
She had all this shit.
Yeah, that's when they had a whole fucking news program where they're like, he died.
Yeah, when it meant something. But yeah, so she had a whole bunch of cool shit.
The Death of Superman. Do you remember when Brian Griffin died and people got tattoos of Brian Griffin? Do you think there are people out there with like the Death of Superman tattoos where it's like long live Superman?
Oh, 100%.
1940 to 1999.
Not that having
and then he came back.
Not that having a tattoo of Brian Griffin, when he died, is a bad thing. Like, I don't think that's. I mean, it's like that. Who can blame you, really? Like, it's not like you couldn't have known.
Honestly, you can easily fix the tattoo by adding the year he came back and like a dash.
Oh, you're right.
And then whenever the show gets canceled, you can just redo that, so you don't gotta delete the tattoo. You know what I mean?
Add the date. Okay, yeah. I mean that for people that that's a good idea for people that have that.
Good, very good idea.
We
have one more idea. One more question. Sam Robinson, if you were given the rights to make any superhero / comic book character movie, what kind of movie would you make and what character would you choose?
I think about this a lot.
Which one would you do, buddy?
I've always had the idea for it would be a 1970s 60s themed Spider-Man movie.
Oh, what's up?
Just because I would love to see a movie that not just like recreates the origin of Spider-Man, but like actually accurately does it from like the original, so like a 60s 70s timepiece film. Because have we ever seen that? Have we seen, besides Wonder Woman and shit, where it's like not even completely based on the comics or whatever? But I mean, like,
weren't there Japanese Spider-Man movies from the 70s or 80s?
Yeah, but that's not really fair because that's in the period. I'm like, and there's like
that's in the period.
There's 20s, 30s Superman films, right? Which I even give more credence to them because the costume is like accurate to what it would look like. The Japanese Spider-Man had a fucking mech
and a gun. Yeah.
So I would.
Spider-Man doesn't have that no kill rule like Batman does.
No, not really. You would think so, but
why?
Spider-Man seems chill as fuck. I don't know. Yeah,
he seems pretty. He's like, so what? My uncle died from a gun. They also kill bad guys.
True. He's got to do it. With great power comes gun.
With responsibility with gun. That's the important part.
Gun gun.
But that's a good idea. I'd love to see that. You know, it'd be cool to see
What?
a Incredible Hulk movie around the start or end of World War II to see how the military would try to use the Hulk for their own personal gain and the other Axis powers and everything, seeing how they can make their own Incredible Hulk. The Axis powers of the enemy or Hitler or whatever has their own version of the Absorbing Man, and the United States has basically the Hulk. I think it'd be interesting, like spooky Nazi science magic that they did, and the Incredible Hulk radiation and nuclear bombs. I think it'd be a nice political piece, but also the Hulk smashing Nazis is fun.
I'd watch it. Just because, like, that would be an amazing tagline.
I know for, like, Captain America and the Nazis see him, they're like, oh, it's just a big guy. Can you imagine fucking seeing the Incredible Hulk and you're like, oh, just my God, I quit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wouldn't be accurate, because if the Hulk shows up, I'm pretty sure everyone's just like, you win. Like, I don't know what what are you supposed to do?
Not even try to shoot bullets at him, because it's like, oh, he's green.
You couldn't afford to waste bullets on there. It's over. You shoot him once, he just, like, burps, and you're like, okay, here's my gun.
He's getting madder, and like the commanding officer goes to Hitler and he's like, why did you retreat? Fucking, have you seen him, dude?
It's the Hulk.
Have you seen the Hulk?
What are you gonna do?
He's like, we don't have a Hulk. That's all the questions we have time for. Thank you for answering them. We're the ones answering. Thank you for submitting them.
Yeah.
Thank you for celebrating the 6-month anniversary and 25th episode of the show. It's exciting. Confetti.
Yay, confetti.
Next week we'll have something specific to talk about, I guess, but this one we want to celebrate the fans, the you guys,
the you
twos.
YouTube.
Follow us on social media, on Twitter, subscribe to the channel, like and comment if you haven't already, and join the Discord where you can also send stuff and also do that shit.
Do that shit.
Hell yeah, dude. Do that
shit.